Alright, good afternoon guys. So today we're going to be working on Word Assignment 5. I'm going to try to get through as quick as I can, so keep up. Here we go. First thing we need to do, we need to make our margins 0.8. We'll go to Page Layout, Margins, Custom Margins. Alright, so for some reason we just need to change these to 0.8. Alright, you can change your custom margins here. There's also different layouts. Alright, so now that our margins are set, done with that guy. Alright, so this I already did for you. I already typed it all up. So we can go on with that. So it says, center the title at the top of the report, then change the font style and the font size to 20. The first two paragraphs of the text will need to appear single-spaced and fully justified. There should be a line between the paragraphs. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So, I want to center, make it 20. Alright, and change the font. Now, rule of thumb is to stay with two fonts, make them somewhat, somewhat consistent. You don't want anything too crazy. Alright, and that says that we want to single-spaced and fully justified. So these two paragraphs, fully justification. Alright, make sure there's a line in between there. Alright, step 4, change the font style and font size of the heading from each step of the process to 14 point using the Format Painter. Alright, so like I said, for that rule of thumb, I want to use the same font as my heading. Alright, so for each of these, including this, I'm going to change it to the one that I just used, which was, man, what was it? No, not that, Jesus. Alright, so the Format Painter. 14 font. I'm going to go ahead and click my Format Painter. You can see it's going to take whatever my font style is. Format Painter automatically changes all of my headings. Alright, go ahead and do that. Alright, so now now that we have that finished, let's go ahead and we need to insert a continuous break and then change the layout of the newsletter to 2 columns. Alright, so if I scroll down here, I'm going to place my cursor between paper recycling occurs in 6 steps and actually right in front of the pickup. Alright, I'm going to insert, page break, and go ahead and say continuous break. Alright, so let me show you what that did. Alright, you can see right here we have a section break that says continuous. Now my document is in two parts. Alright, I have my top part and my bottom part. So whatever formatting I do down here isn't going to go down here. So if I go to page layout, columns, and select 2, you can see that it only made up 2 columns below the page. Now, I want to get de-ink to be on top of this line. Alright, I could hit enter a bunch of times. Alright, but now if I add something in, it's just going to say I want to add something to this line. Alright, you can see how that enter then goes down that screen, or that other side. Alright, so let me delete this. Now, so instead of doing that, I'm going to go ahead and insert what we call a column, or a column break. Alright, column break, you can see that's in there, and it just shoots everything up to the top there. So if I do have to add a line, alright, you can see that now that does not move. Alright, we need to make the gap here 0.3 inches. So we're going to take our cursor, and right on our ruler here, we're going to double click. Okay, here we can change the number of columns we have. There's preset ones, alright, but our spacing's right here, so I'm going to make that 0.3, and then go ahead and choose the line in between. Holy cow. Something crazy happened. And alright, let's try that again. Not sure what happened there. Take your cursor. I think I had something highlighted in this paragraph that made it get screwed up. So make sure nothing's highlighted. We have our column break in. Double click. Point 3. Line in between. Okay. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so that took care of steps 5 and 6. So I'm going to go ahead and cross those off. It says for number 7, in the bottom right-hand corner, we need to add a smart cycle or a SmartArt cycle diagram. Add additional shapes if necessary, which we will. All right, for each cycle, type in one of the steps. All right, so I'm going to scroll down, go in between the mix paragraph and to learn more. Go to Insert, SmartArt. Now, you see this. Some of you might get this. If this happens, you need to cancel, file, and say convert. All right. What happened was your document was trapped in 1996, and we needed to bring it back to 2013. So SmartArt, go ahead and click that. We will then get this document, and we want to find the cycle. So cycle and the first one. All right. So here's our SmartArt. As you can see, there's 5 steps. We can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps in recycling. So we need to add a step. So right-click on any one and go ahead and add a shape. All right. Simply click within the shape and start typing. Well, I'm going to start with pickup. All right. If you hit tab, all right, tab's not going to do anything, so I guess don't do that. All right. Click on your next box, sort, so on and so forth until you get all the way around. So this shape that I added, all right, I could not click on and just add it. I have to go to edit text. Once I edit the text, then I can de-ink and add that. And there's my SmartArt. All right, so it mentioned that we want to make it look attractive. All right, you can make it look attractive just like any other shape or picture. You can click up here in the format once something is selected and go ahead and change what they look like. All right, you can go ahead and select them all if you want to change them all at once. Ooh, that was kind of fancy. There we go. Look at that. That's sexy. Perfect. Except I'm going to do green. Blue. There we go. All right. Good to go. The next step that we need to do is add in an online image. All right. Insert a clip art that is appropriate for recycling. So scroll down. I'm going to put it up here by my picture. Insert online picture. All right, recycling. As you can see, these are my clip art photos. If you want to, you can go ahead and show all web results. I don't really care that much to see online results. I know that these are free. I don't have to cite my sources. So I'm going to go ahead and add a picture in. Holy stromboli. All right, so fairly large picture here. I'm going to crop this puppy down. And then I'm going to wrap the text, put it in front of the there. So I can move it above. If I hit the control button on my keyboard and then click it, I can just drag a copy right off of it. All right, kind of even out the page. There you go. Looks pretty neat. All right, so it says we need to add a hyperlink. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link, Control C, scroll down, and I want to highlight this Georgia Pacific down at the bottom here. I can simply right click on that, hyperlink, and right down here is where we add our web address. All right, you can see that pops up. Okay, that is now a hyperlink and will take me to their website. All right, our next step says to go to the Page Layout tab, and this is actually wrong. It should be the Design tab. All right, and go to Page Background or Page Color. All right. For this one, we're going to go to more fill effects, and we're going to get a little crazy with our designs. I want you to kind of do some shading here. We can do 2 colors. Go ahead, pick your colors. If you get a little bit crazy with them. Since they're green, I'm going to make them blue, and I'm just going to do a transition between greens. All right. Go ahead and hit OK. All right. Doesn't look the most appealing. Kind of ugly, but you get the gist. All right, so now we have our background. Remember, guys, if you do print this off, it's not going to print off green like this. This is simply just the background. It is kind of assumes that you have this color paper, I guess. All right, so that is pretty much our last step. It says, you know, change the title. To be honest, I don't care. You don't have to do that part. All right. Yeah, guys, that's it. All right, that's your assignment. This is what it should look like when all said and done. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, use this for a reference. All right, guys.